Petrol and diesel prices in India are unlikely to increase despite rising tensions in the Middle East, according to government sources cited by ANI, who said the country has sufficient fuel reserves and stable supply arrangements in place. Sources indicated that the current global crude oil situation is not expected to have an immediate impact on domestic fuel prices. Officials suggested that petrol and diesel rates are likely to remain steady unless international crude oil prices cross $130 per barrel, adding that prices are currently expected to hover around $100 per barrel. Authorities also assured that there is no shortage of fuel across the country and that supplies at petrol pumps remain stable. India has also stepped up efforts to diversify crude imports to reduce dependence on shipments passing through the Strait of Hormuz, a crucial oil transit route in the Gulf region. Union Minister for Petroleum and Natural Gas Hardeep Singh Puri has said that uninterrupted energy imports are flowing into India from routes that are not impacted by the conflict, adding that the government is taking all necessary steps to ensure availability of energy to the citizens. Government officials, cited by news agency ANI, further stated that adequate stocks of aviation turbine fuel are available in the country, easing concerns about disruptions in the aviation sector. They noted that India is not only capable of meeting its own ATF requirements, but is also a producer and exporter of the fuel. Government sources added that India is relatively better positioned than many other countries to manage energy supplies during the ongoing geopolitical tensions. According to officials, several countries have even approached India to understand how it is managing its energy situation during the crisis. On liquefied petroleum gas, LPG, the government said steps have been taken to prevent hoarding and black marketing while ensuring stable supply for domestic consumers. The LPG booking cycle has been extended from 21 days to 25 days after authorities noticed that some consumers had begun booking cylinders far more frequently than before. Officials pointed out that while many consumers earlier booked LPG cylinders after around 55 days, some had recently started placing bookings within just 15 days. To address the situation, the government has directed refineries to increase LPG production to meet growing demand. Authorities have also instructed that domestic LPG supply should be prioritized over commercial connections, emphasizing that household consumers will remain the government's primary focus. Sources further said that India is exploring additional supply partnerships to strengthen LPG availability. Several countries, including Algeria, Australia, Canada, and Norway, have reportedly approached India offering to supply LPG. On liquefied natural gas (LNG), officials said price hike for domestic consumers is unlikely. They added that LNG currently meant for industrial use could be diverted for household consumption if required to maintain an uninterrupted supply chain. Authorities also clarified that there are no plans to rationalize prices for domestic consumers. Government sources also clarified that India has no immediate plans to release oil reserves in coordination with the International Energy Agency and is unlikely to contribute from its strategic petroleum reserves as part of any G7 effort, emphasizing that the country's strategy remains guided by an India-first approach.